Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you here today. I have a guest today and it's not relevance. We know relevance sometimes pops in because that is the theme of our couple, always trying to be relevant, and then relevant just starts popping up everywhere, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like relevant, where is he at? Yeah, not today, but my friend is here. Say hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, did you guys hear that? That's my friend. And he doesn't know much about our famous couple, but we can chime in and give him a little bit of education about it. It's I think it's really good to learn and to see all the mistakes that our couple is making, because we can learn from these things. These are just typical things that people do in terms of the choices that they make, whether it's being selfish, conniving, rude, disrespectful. There's so many different things that we have found our famous couple being, that we ourselves in our regular lives can also learn from their behavior. And I think this is a great situation with Meghan, especially to learn from. So Prince Harry is already scared his marriage to Meghan Markle isn't going to last. Now, who didn't see that coming? Did you see that coming, friend?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see that coming?
I saw it coming.
You saw it coming. This is one of those things where you have intuition. You kind of have a feeling about it. You kind of see a couple and you're like, that marriage ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You have a feeling, and it's something you just can't really put your finger on, but you just kind of have it inside of you. Your intuition, your roadmap, your guidance, your moral compass. This is something we're usually born with, and some of us, we don't listen to our inner thoughts and what we know is the right thing to do, and then our compass becomes damaged from beating it up so many times. Like, I'm not listening to you, I'm gonna do what I want to do, even though your head is saying no, you shouldn't be doing that, and you decide to do it anyway. That's when you start to damage your moral compass. Make wise decisions, because we all fall into the trap of poor decision making. When I look at Harry and Meghan, I look at a couple who is very entitled, so much at their fingertips, pretty much anything that they want. But yet they go out and they want to tell people what we need to do with our history of the Commonwealth. We need to recognize all of the past wrongs. Like, who are they to do that when Queen Elizabeth has worked her entire life to unify all of these countries that have had a bad history in the past? But, in today's world, they have written all those things right, and how they are, giving benefits to the citizens of the Commonwealth. Look at a body of work that Queen Elizabeth has worked on her whole life. Then to have your grandson with his wife step in and try to just dismiss it like whatever. It is Meghan speaking into her husband's ear, and Harry's like, yep, that's right, yep, dear, what you say. But Harry needs to start thinking for himself. Hey, look, that's your grandmother. That's your grandmother. You don't do that. Isn't that wrong to do?
Well, when you get married and you take your vows,
you're supposed
to forsake all others.
Forsake all others. Exactly, you do. But at the same time, Prince Harry is just listening to what his wife is saying about his own grandmother's work, her body of work with the Commonwealth. And they're just like dismissing all other people, but they ain't done nothing. Like, they just kind of pulling up stuff out of nowhere to just be devious and to have something mean to say, just because they trying to be relevant. So forsaking all others for what?
Because that's his duty as a husband.
That's his duty as a husband, but for her to just start talking.
But it's also his duty to be a man and stand up for what he believes in is true. But that's a fine line to walk.
Yeah.
Here's my wife telling me, but if I be a man If I'm a man and stand up to her, then it's going to cause a rift in my marriage.
Right. So it's kind of like Harry.
He's walking a tightrope.
Yeah. What can he do at this point? He's got his grandmother, then he's got his wife, and it's the wife that is creating all the problems, for Harry. So he's like in the middle of all of this nonsense.
It's a tightrope.
But he needs to be a man. I mean, to me, the solution is be a man. Step up to your wife, because at this point, she's just off the chain. Harry should be like, stop. Just stop. Why are you harassing my grandma? Why are you tripping on my grandma like that, man? Come on. Like, I love my grandma. Is she the queen? Be looking at your wife like, like you just side eye your wife. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Meghan tells girls to chase convictions and act with action. That was the hardest part for me. This is what is in people. Okay, tells girls to chase convictions with action. That was the hardest part for me. The Duchess of Sussex keynote speech closed out. The time is now. A true equality is not enough. It's going to take more than belief. We have to work for it every day, even when it's hard and even when it makes others feel uneasy. Now, this is what I find so remarkable coming from Meghan, because when things got hard for her, what did she do? She quit. When things got hard for her, she complained about things not being fair. So anything that she has ever wanted to do that was difficult, she never stood through the hardship. But yet she's telling these young girls, it's going to be hard, but to go ahead and go out there and fight. But even in her own life, she's never been a person to do that herself, because she has shown that she has the mentality of someone who wants to just give up when the going gets tough. We have to speak up for ourselves, and we have to speak out for others who struggle to be heard. Continue to believe in yourself, believe in what makes you unique, and don't be afraid to do what you know is right, even when it's not popular. Even when it's never been done before, even if it scares people, and even if it scares you, she said. Now, this is the one thing that I find interesting, because it's always about you do what you want to do, no matter what it does to other people. If you're going to make them scared of you, or you're going to do something that they are going to think is not popular. Well, where does being a good person come into that? I mean, your self-thought of just doing what you want because you want to do it, just do it. It don't matter who you're going to hurt or what happens. Just do it because it's good for you. All Meghan's life, really what she's done has been stepping on people's toes, using them and getting what she wants. It's always about her, and forget what other people are going to say about it, or how they're going to see it. Just overlook all of this over here, because we're doing us. But at some point, to be a better world, we do have to look at other people, and we do have to try to be the best version of ourselves. But at what cost do you keep doing that? Chase your convictions with action. To me, that sounds like somebody is chasing their convictions with action and sidestepping everybody around you that to get what you want, because it don't matter. Nothing else matters, but as long as you get what you want. Now, how far do you take that? Because we've seen how far Meghan has taken it. Is that the message you're trying to send? She said, I will be cheering you on. So will my husband. So will Archie, as you continue marching, advocating, and leading the way for. I mean, like, what is she saying? Just keep going. Just do you. Just keep going. Be strong. I'm rooting for you. My son is rooting for you. My husband, we're all rooting for you. Keep going. Be strong. Get what's yours in this world. So pretty much that's what she said.
She's trying to champion everyone to be in her corner, right? Like she's being self-righteous. Hop on my self-righteous horse with me. Get with me on my self-righteous horse. I'm right. And you guys are crazy, but I'm fine. I'm fine, but you're nuts. So get on my horse. There's plenty of room. Let's go. Let's ride into the sunset. A unicorn, actually. It's not a horse.
It's a unicorn. Because I read what she's saying, and I'm like, and then at the same time, I got like this picture in the back of my head about like all the stuff she's done. And then I'm hearing her talk, and I'll be like, well, that don't go together. Like, they totally like missed the beat right there, because the way she behaves and how she's gone about trampling her own life. She's just stepping on people's toes. I see a bunch of people going around like, you know, all bruised and beat up because she done got her way and she's riding off into the sunset on her unicorn horse. But she got this trail of carnage behind her. You know, I knew it was just going to be a bunch, you know, regurgitated, throw up, you know, word salad that really is not resonating with anything inspirational. Very hollow. It didn't have any meat on it, no depth. It wasn't inspiring. When you see someone like herself and all the choices she's made, you just see somebody who married a prince and just got pretty much everything she wanted. And now she's going to inspire you. She's going to give you words of wisdom. It's like, just step off the stage. We don't need to hear what you got to say. It's like a waste of time. So, you know, people giving someone like her a place to speak just because of her title, to me, is such a waste of a platform, because her story, it does not resonate with anybody. Who can look at Meghan Markle's life and feel, wow, she is overcome a lot, or she has really said some powerful things that really have inspired me. To me, it seems very hollow, and I knew it would. When you have someone that is going to speak to you about going on and, you know, chasing your dreams, at some point you have to talk about showing humility, showing love for your fellow man, because sometimes life isn't always about just getting what you want, but it's also about showing kindness to other people. When do you see Meghan ever take the relationships that she's had with people in her life, her family, her husband's family? They've all gone to crap, the relationships she's had with people in her life. At what expense do you try to get everything that you want despite the people that you're supposed to love? Is it really worth all of that to get what you want, regardless of all the carnage you leave behind? Because we see Meghan has a lot of carnage. She's done a lot of damage to get to where she's at. She's stepped on a lot of people's toes. She's been climbing that ladder and knocking people down, and climbing that ladder and knocking people down, because she is wanting to get to where she wants to go, regardless of who she is going to knock down. And she wants to be adored. Adore me in my words of wisdom. I've married a prince. I'm a millionaire now. I'm famous. People know me all around the world. Let me give you some words of encouragement. I love you all. Is that the person you want to hear from? Now, come on. So in terms of Meghan's speech for the Girl Up Summit, you know, as usual, I just thought it fell flat. And it had to fall flat because she's not someone who has gone through any struggles to really be able to say anything of substance, because her life has always been filled with trying to get what she's won at the cost of other people. And it's never been for hard work. It's never been to struggle past things that are difficult and to overlook the things that you're feeling in your struggle. It's like, we don't want to feel that. Hey, if things get too hard, we just gonna marry somebody rich. Do what I said and go to sleep and reawake inspired from what she may have learned from all that carnage she left behind her and all those bad choices she made. That we're gonna work hard, we're gonna struggle, we're gonna wake up at 5 in the morning every morning, and we're gonna do us, and we're gonna knock people down, and we're gonna get what we want in this world because we don't care about nobody but ourselves. That's the way she's used to working. But it's not through suffering and pain and looking out for your husband and his family and the monarchy in which they entrusted you to come into the monarchy to help with the patronages and to help the people who are supported by the Queen and the Commonwealth. But you want to talk bad about the Commonwealth. You want to speak poorly about people who gave you a chance, who are feeding you. You want to bite the hand that feeds you. These are the examples that she has shown us. But yet she wants to inspire young girls to say, work hard, persevere, you can do it, the time is now. Wow. That if you continue to fuel this narcissist, if you continue to fuel this kind of behavior, it's just going to be blown up and it's going to be so superficial. And girls are going to be inspired by something that has no substance. And where does that leave them? They haven't seen her persevere and hard work and struggle. And they've seen her just shoot to the top because of how she married. Push down the ladder. That's the reality. So somebody who don't respect their family, that's a testimony to me. That is a testimony to me that there is something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. And I'm not going to listen to somebody, or I'm not going to allow my young impressionable girls' minds listen to somebody who does not show character themselves in their own lives. Because anybody can give a speech. Anybody can stand up there and say words of encouragement, but you're not leading by example. You're not leading by your behavior and your struggle and all the things you have done. You've got a dark cloud over you of negativity, and people who can see it are, because not everybody can see it, but people who can see with the side eye, like there's something wrong with this lady here. Is there something wrong? It is not until those people start to say, wait, we can't put this girl on the pedestal. We cannot feed this kind of behavior because there's something about her that just ain't quite right. So it's these leaders who are going to put her in front of other people as a role model. They are not doing a good thing when you continually fuel someone like a Meghan's personality, because her character, her life is a testimony to us to know she is not someone we want words of encouragement from, because it's shallow, it's hollow, it has no substance, it means nothing. So sorry, but we got to make better choices on who we pick to talk in front of our girls. Thanks you guys so much for watching my channel. And so until next time, you guys, peace and love. Bye-bye.